Here we have for sale our October 2019 on a 69 plate Ford Transit Custom Limited. This is the 300 model, meaning it's got a 3-ton gross vehicle weight, and this is the L2H1, so it means long wheelbase with a low roof. And what we're going to do in this video is have a little walk around. I'll show you the spec that you get on this particular van on a limited custom of this age. And we'll also talk you through a little bit about the condition, service history, seeing as this vehicle is currently available for sale at the time of recording. So this is powered by a 2-litre TDCi engine, 130 brake horsepower, and that is Euro 6. You can take this vehicle into the ultra-low emission zone areas such as central London without having to pay the ultra-low emissions zone charge that would usually apply. Starting here at the rear of the vehicle, we can see that we've got rear barn doors. What I mean by that are 2 doors which open in that sort of fashion. On a limited, you get a number of elements which are color-coded. So that includes the door handles, the bumpers, so the rear bumper, the front bumper, the mirrors. You can see the door handles there on the side. The mouldings going down the side of the vehicle, they all come colour-coded to the body colour, which on this vehicle is frozen white. Just gives the van a much more classy, finished look, in my opinion. I mean, if we look here, here's a good example. We've got a Transit Custom here. This is the more base model, so all this would usually come in grey plastic. So this is a nice comparison there, so you can see the difference. You also get this little panel here above the number plate. Colour-coded. Looking at the rear bumper then, on the colour-coded rear bumper you have got rear parking sensors as well. There's a couple of very small little marks just there. We will touch those in the correct frozen white touch-up. Otherwise it's looking really clean and straight here on the rear doors. We can use the reflections there where available just to see how clean and tidy that is. All the light lenses are looking very nice as well. If we open up the rear barn doors, then we can start to have a look at the load area in the back. So you've got these yellow arms. You can pop those there against the door, and that allows you then to open the doors up to their 180-degree position. You can do exactly the same with both doors. Just give that a pull, clips into place there against the door, then you can open those right up there to 180 degrees, and you can just see how clean and tidy this particular van is. This is the ply lining that came with the van to us, so it is used ply lining, but you can see it's certainly not had a hard life. It's all in really good order here in the back. This one has got a optional extra, and that is the LED load light. So you've got 4 LED load lights, and that just gives such a better lighting there in the back than just the normal 2 sort of festoon bulb lights that you would usually get in these. Plenty of tie-down points here in the back as well, so they're all dotted around in the back of the van, all along the bottom of the bulkhead and everything, obviously for tying cargo down. And you've got this nice hard-wearing plastic floor in here as well, which is great because you can just sweep it out if you so want to. You've also got the factory fitted bulkhead there. You can remove those if you want to. They're just bolted in around the outside. And you've also got the load through hatch down there as well for loading longer lengths in the back. Lovely thing, of course, with the long wheelbase like this is that you can get 8x4 sheets in here lengthways without having to, put them at an angle or anything like that. It really does give a fantastic load space in the back there, and that foot or so extra difference does make a big difference, and that is the difference that you're looking at there. So on a short wheelbase model, the side loading door is closer to the rear wheel arch, as you can actually see on this one there. So you can see where the side loading door is close to the rear arch. That is the difference there on a long wheelbase. So it really does make a difference to that load space in the back. On a limited as well, you get these very nice 16-inch alloy wheels as well, which again just all go with the theme and just sets the vehicle off very nicely. If we open up the side loading door, then it gives you another aspect then of the load space in the back of there, and that just gives you an idea then with the camera before it focused then of how bright those LED load lights are. Really nice to have. And you can see here the condition of the factory fitted bulkhead as well, looking really smart. And we've got the load through hatch. That is just secured via a magnet there to the bulkhead, and that allows you then, as I say, to load through right underneath the passenger seats for those extra load lengths. And as I say, this just gives you a different angle here, show you the condition, just how nice it is in the back. Looking at the condition here of the side of the vehicle, again, it's all looking really smart, I guess, as you would expect for a 69 plate van. But looking down the side there, and the reflections, is looking really clean and tidy. And then if we open up the passenger door then, and say these nice colour-coded door handles. We can then have a look inside the cab. So door card there, all looking really, really smart. Same with the step, the floor, and then moving up to the dashboard. Looking at the glove box dashboard. All the vents are in order, the camera focus. Nice cup holder on top of here as well. And I just wanted to show you the service history. So we have got some service history with the vehicle. You can see here serviced at 24,000 in August of last year. So of course it will be going through our workshop as well before it leaves us. But it's always nice to see that, a stamped service book with the van. Looking then at the seats. Seats are all in very good order. There's no rips, tears, cigarette burns, anything like that. They're all lovely condition on these. You can pull up the front of the seat there, and then you can flip them forward, and that gives you access then to some storage then underneath. You can do exactly the same with the other seat as well. Just flip them forward like that. So you've got a great storage under there, and that then actually gives you access to that load space if you're loading in from the back. Got the flip down work tray in the middle as well. So you've got a couple of cup holders there, somewhere to store your paperwork as well. All in really, really good condition. I'll talk you through a little bit more when we go around to the driver's side in just a second. Looking here then, colour-coded wing mirrors as I mentioned. Then looking at the front, colour-coded front bumper, front fog lights, front parking sensors as well. And one of the big upgrades on the Transit Custom here, as opposed to the pre-2017 models, and that is the lovely LED headlights, the sort of halo daytime running lights on the front of the van. And it looks quite dark looking in the back of the camera here, but in real life they really do set the vehicle off very, very nicely. Looking at the condition here at the front, it's all looking really nice. In fact, the bonnet is all looking good, free from any chips or anything like that. A couple of small little stone chips here lower down, of course, just from normal motorway driving. It's all looking really, really clean and straight. A couple of tiny little marks, one just there and one just there. So that is being quite critical. And then looking down the driver's side then, again using the reflections where available, it's looking really, really clean and tidy. Same with that mirror there. Again, there's no scuffs or anything on the mirror. And looking down the passenger side of the vehicle, it's looking really, really clean and tidy. If there's anything that I can see, I will gladly point it out to you. We're all about transparency here. I really like to just highlight anything that I can see, and then you can make an informed decision from there. Moving then inside the cab, looking at the door card on the driver's door, it's all looking very nice. On top of the driver's door we have electric windows, we have electric folding mirrors, and that's how you operate those. Just push that dial back towards you there. That's how you fold them in and out. You've got auto-activated lights and wipers. You can see we've got 2 full remote keys with the vehicle as well. And then looking at the driver's seat, you've got height adjustability here, height adjustability of the front of the seat, so what they call thigh adjustment, and backrest adjustment just there as well. Driver's armrest, which is on a ratchet, so you can set that to your desired height. And condition there of the seat, all looking really, really smart indeed. Looking at the step, as I mentioned, it's all lovely. If I move this sheet out of the way, you can see the condition of the floor there, so no excessive wear to the floor. And then we've got this very nice leather multifunctioning steering wheel. On the right hand side, this is where you can control the onboard computer, where you get your miles per gallon, etc. And you can also answer and hang up the phone. And then on the left hand side, you've got your cruise control settings there and your volume for the radio. If we look at that onboard computer at the front there, you can see the mileage, 36,310.4 miles. And as I say, you get different displays here, such as the MPG, if that's the MPG from the most recent drive, temperature, etc. It's all on there. 6-speed manual gearbox to go along with that 130 brake horsepower engine. Very common on Transit Customs. You do get this leather here, does wear on top. As I say, that's very, very common. We see that on a lot of customs. If you watch other Transit Custom videos that I've done, you will see that on others as well. So it's not out of the ordinary. Up on top of the dashboard then, you've got a USB port and a 12-volt socket just there. And then looking at the screen here, one of my favourite parts about this shape Transit Custom is this fantastic screen on top here. So to start off with, we're on the settings page here. You've got Apple CarPlay, you've got Android Auto, very nice features to have. As I say, if you've ever owned a vehicle with Apple CarPlay before, it is absolutely fantastic. It just makes life so much easier in terms of satellite navigation, listening to music, listening to podcasts. You can even arrange your calendar. All of that you can do, as I say, through the van. It makes life very easy. You've also then, if you go onto the radio page there, You can see that you have got DAB radio, which is again very nice to have. You can get whatever station you want. And then on the phone setting, that's how you can connect your phone to this via Bluetooth, of course, if you wanted to as well. Looking just a little bit further down, we've got air conditioning, heated front seats, heated windscreen. That's the actual elements in the screen, not just the blowers. And then down here, another USB port and another 12-volt socket. If I just quickly jump into the van, if you put the vehicle into reverse, like so, that's where you get the parking sensor display coming up there as well. And then it goes away when you take it out of reverse. And last thing to show you then, just a little secret cup holder down there as well. So just to summarize this particular vehicle, it's an October, it's actually registered right at the end of October 2019 on a 69 plate Ford Transit Custom 300, so 3-ton gross vehicle weight. It's the long wheelbase limited, the 130 brake horsepower from that 2-litre TDCi engine. Of course, you've got the balance of manufacturer's warranty as well until the end of October 2022, and of course, as I mentioned, it will be going through our workshop as well for a fresh service before it leaves us. If you'd like to inquire, please feel free to give us a call on either of the numbers listed here at the bottom of the sign. We can arrange finance on all of our vehicles starting as low as 7.9% APR, so please get in touch with any queries you may have about finance, and I can send you quotes via email, and you can actually apply via email as well. We can also take cars or vans in part exchange as well. So again, get in touch via either our website or give us a call. And I say we'd be glad to assist you in maybe disposing of your part exchange as well. And it doesn't matter whether it's a £500 car or a £30,000 van. As I say, we can take anything in part exchange. So by all means, get in contact with any questions you may have. Really appreciate you watching. See you next time.